Of course I'm ready for a training session. I train all the time. Thanks for asking. Is that some kind of a personal attack or something? You know, it's not going to be a challenge for me because I am the strongest Avenger.
Welcome back to the Brick Garage, everyone. Paul here with another figure unboxing and review. This time I picked up the Captain Marvel Deluxe from the Captain Marvel movie. I didn't bother going with the Endgame version. Captain Marvel wasn't a character that I was interested in at all. I didn't even know about this character, and I read lots of comics as a kid. I guess I just kind of stopped paying attention when Captain Marvel was introduced, or reintroduced perhaps when I was young. So it's not a character that meant very much to me, and it was interesting sort of the way they kind of limited Captain Marvel's use in the movies, I assume because of some of the things that were said publicly by the actor Brie Larson. That being said, the figure does look pretty cool. If you're a big fan of the Captain Marvel series, I encourage you to have a look at this review and possibly pick it up. I'll show you the bits. There are some cool features to this figure. It's another one that suffers from inflexibility because of the suit, but we'll get into that in a sec. Let's have a quick look at the box art, which is really nice. I mean, that's the thing. That's the thing about all Hot Toys, really, is they're very premium. You know, there's a cool sheen, sort of holographic thing going on here. Yeah, look, you've got the Captain Marvel logo in the background there. So let's just pop the cover off. There's Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers in the box. What I find interesting about this figure, unlike every other action figure I've picked up, is this one comes with the Carol Danvers head sculpt and not the Captain Marvel head sculpt. I suppose it's because she spent most of the movie without her mask on, but like, let's be honest, that's way cooler. I don't know why they would flip it around, because every other figure that I've gotten anyways comes with the superhero head sculpt first, because that's why we're watching these movies after all. So I thought that was a weird choice. Anyway, you know, just me nitpicking. I just thought it was a strange choice for Hot Toys to go that route. Let's crack the box open, have a look at the figure, and then we'll go through some of the accessories. Okay, there's the figure out of the box. You're not gonna believe this. I just went through the entire figure a moment ago, and I guess I didn't hit record, or I hit record and then hit it again, so I shut it off right away. So here we go, let's try this again. Okay, so here's the figure with the head sculpt. The sculpted hair on these really limits the motion. So you only get a little bit of side to side and hardly any up and down. Just rotate her to the side there. Yeah, look. So it's quite limiting with the head sculpt. So the sculpted hair, long sculpted hair, makes it difficult. So this is the Brie Larson sculpt. Again, if you were gonna display this figure, I would assume you would want the Captain Marvel head sculpt. I'm not really sure. Like I say, I didn't know Captain Marvel as a kid. Not a figure I was really, or a character rather, I was really familiar with. So I don't know. I'm not sure what people are looking for out of this. The movie was, it's fine. Didn't love it. And then of course she was sort of buried in the Endgame. Because I guess there was a lack of popularity there. I'm not sure, but. So anyway, head sculpt, not great. Arms. There we go. That's about as much as you're getting. You can see this suit is trying to stretch here and here. So I'm assuming if you were to do a dynamic pose with the arms, you would get stretching and wrinkling out of the suit. I'm actually just noticing this piece here around the middle is rigid, because I was trying to explore the ab crunch here. Let's just finish the arms and then we'll get into the ab crunch. So decent elbow bend back here, and you can see that the shoulder pad is floating, so you can get away from it a little bit, get some slightly better motion than, like, say, Captain America had out of the arms. So that's good. You're not getting raised too high, but at least you can rotate them back a bit for punches and things like that. So that's cool. The ab crunch, okay, here we go. Raise those arms up. Nothing. You have nothing in the center, and I guess it's because of this. So I was comparing this to the DX19. You know, that's a really premium figure with a detailed suit. So you can understand why it's a bit inflexible. Now, I suppose with the DX19, there are seams on the abs, so that could provide some spandex for ab crunch. This one's just solid, but it doesn't seem like there's any reason this had to be solid. So anyway, very limited with the mid-range motion. Legs, same thing as the other figures with interesting suits. Legs stretch. Oh, there we go. So I had to step away for a second there. So the legs do not move very well. Side to side, front, hardly anything, doesn't want to stay. Back, nothing. Doesn't get the knee bend. Not much out of the feet and ankles. Like actually maybe nothing out of the feet and ankles. So it's really, I don't know, again, for like this suit could have been comparable, I think, to the Spider-Man figures with the ratcheting joints and, oh look, I've twisted this joint around so now I can't get her shoulder down. There we go. Ratcheting joints, flexible suit. It could have been, you know, this is a little shinier, but I don't think there's any reason it couldn't have been similar to the Spider-Man suit, a little more dynamic. This one hardly moves at all. So yeah, not great. You're not gonna get much for dynamic poses out of this figure. It does look really good. It's certainly premium like Hot Toys does, but the body just doesn't move. And it's mostly a result of the suit, I think. Maybe the figure itself, or maybe the body itself isn't great, but I think for the cost that we're paying Hot Toys for these figures, this could be a little bit better. So yeah, let's move along. Let's get Captain Marvel on her stand and get out some of the accessories. Take a closer look. All right, so there is Carol Danvers, AKA Captain Marvel, out of the box. Lots of stuff with this figure, for sure. I mean, it is a premium figure, so, or what is it, a deluxe figure, I guess. So you do get lots of cool stuff. Again, my preference is the superhero head sculpt, just more interesting. Look, we've got her cat. I don't know what the cat's name is. Have his name on it? Goose. Oh, interesting. Cat's name is Goose. Okay, so let's go through some of this stuff, and then I will show you there are a bunch of light up features in the arms and head. So let's go through all the accessories, and then I'll throw some of those on and we'll show them glowing. Punched in closer, looking at the accessories. So we have numerous extra sets of hands, including the two that will light up. And then we've got all of these elements to show Captain Marvel's, I don't know, whatever it is she shoots out of her hands. We have this flight coat. I mean, I don't know, it's pretty cool, I guess. Not something I'm ever gonna use, but I guess that's the coat she wore in Captain Marvel. Carol Danvers. There it is again too, Carol Danvers it says here. I wonder if there's any Captain America stands that say Steve Rogers there. I'm pretty sure mine, yeah, the Captain America says Captain America, so I don't know, it's strange. It's strange they really are focusing on who she is rather than the superhero persona, which is really, you know, why you watch superhero movies. There we go. So there's some of her explosive elements. The other head sculpt, this bit glows. This is to show the, I don't know, like energy stuff she shoots out. So that's all the accessories she comes with. Not a bad haul, honestly, all things considered. I did get this figure on sale from Sideshow, so I didn't pay too much for it, and I feel like, you know, the parts I got were good, although it's a figure I'm probably not going to use for animation too much, both because Captain Marvel doesn't mean too much to me and because it doesn't move that well. But let's get some of these energy pieces on and we'll see how the figure looks in superhero mode, which I think is going to be a lot more interesting, honestly. Okay, there she is in glowing superhero mode. That's pretty cool. I mean, it does look good. It's a good looking figure when you get the head sculpt on, the lights turned on. Yeah, pretty neat. Pan down so you can see there's these ankle bits too. I don't know. Yeah, if the shin guards are supposed to stay on. I don't know, those ones don't do much for me. But that looks pretty cool. I like how that looks. I'm just looking through the lens on my camera here as I look at the figure like this, but yeah, I mean, that's good. This is a good looking figure now. Oops, I just pushed her down a little bit. You can see this part here. Now I do have a lot of lights on in my studio, but It glows. Oh yeah, there's also a Go-Go Gadget neck feature. Oh, look at that. Who knew that Captain Marvel could also expand her neck? That's amazing. The superhero techniques that didn't show us in the movie. Oh, Captain Marvel, so weird. Okay, so the lights, of course. So that's how you get access to the lights inside. There's the bits right there. Light. Let's just get that back on. There we go. Cool. And then of course the lights in the fists. Yeah, so you can see a little bit of light, mostly what you're catching for the light there and from the lights in my studio. It's not really emitting that well. But again, you know, still a pretty good looking figure. If you're a Captain Marvel fan, yeah, I would say, you know, pick it up. It looks good. Not much flexibility, but it definitely looks good. Okay, more reviews coming at you. I guess the next guy I've got to open up is Thanos, so that's coming soon. And after that, I've got a couple third-party figures, non-Hot Toys, non-licensed figures that I need to unbox and have a look at with you guys. And then more stop motion. Hopefully now I'm going to have some time to commit to doing some real stop motion soon. So thanks a lot for watching, and come on back to the Brick Garage. Like, subscribe, share the videos. Thanks. Bye-bye.